Peter Morici is a guy that I've interviewed in the past at MSNBC. He says some curious things. Now, he believes the Obama administration has this devious plot to raise gas prices so high that they nearly guaranteed themselves a loss in the next election. Yeah, I'm sure that that's the direction they're going in. Let's listen to Professor Morici.
Peter, how do we get to $8? Why do you think that?
Well, it seems to be the administration policy. Secretary Chu said in September of 2008, we want to figure out how to get gas prices in the United States up to European levels. 6 weeks later, the president made him Secretary of Energy. When the president took office, gasoline was less than $2 a gallon. Now it's almost $4. They've doubled it in 3 years. These are very creative and effective guys. They know how to do the economically dumb very well. There's no reason to believe that Secretary Chu can't get it up to $8 a gallon, given the growth in the global economy, recovering, scarcity of oil. America won't drill. Yeah.
Can any human being reasonably believe that a president would want gas to be $8 before his election? It would guarantee him a loss. It's not even 95%. I think it's like 98% chance that he would lose the election. So what kind of devious political plan is this? That makes no sense whatsoever. But Peter Morici can't believe that. One, that's incredibly ignorant, to say the least, of politics. Number two, it's ignorant of the actual situation with gas. So, number one, right now, in terms of overall supply and demand, that is not what's driving gas prices. We actually have high supply and low demand given where we are this year as opposed to previous years. So actually prices should be lower if you know anything about economics. But the reason they're not is because of oil speculation. Now, interestingly, professor from University of Maryland, Michael Greenberger, came out and testified in a hearing that the Democrats were holding on oil speculation. And he used to be the main guy in charge of trading and markets for Commodity Futures Trading Commission under the Clinton administration, so his expertise is in this area, and he made some great points. And all he really did was point to Goldman Sachs studies. Now, Goldman Sachs is one of the top speculators, but nonetheless, they put out this report with this information. And Forbes magazine, obviously a business magazine, did an analysis of that, and they buttressed the professor's point. So let me give you the facts that they are alluding to. They say, based on Goldman's report, they believe that oil speculators are adding $23.39 a gallon, per barrel, okay? It's not per gallon, it's per barrel, to the price of gas. Now, we buy in gallons, not in barrels, so how much of an effect is that on us? For every gallon that we buy in gas, speculators are adding basically 56 cents per gallon. So now, let's do some easy math. I don't know about you, but when I go to buy gas, I buy about 15 gallons, okay, for my car. 15 gallons times 56 cents. Every time I go to the pump, I pay an extra $8.40. Every time I go to the pump, I'm giving $8.40 to the top oil speculators in the country and in the world. That includes Goldman Sachs, some of the top banks, Koch Industries. That is not where the price of gas should be at all. In fact, do you know that oil speculators make up 65% of the market for oil? So only 35% of the market is people who actually need to buy gas, like, the actual consumers, airline companies, of course, that need gas for their planes, etc. They make up only 35% of the market. 65% of the market is speculators. That's why they're adding such a huge amount on top of the price. Now, the speculators can also be wrong and the price of oil can drop and they can lose money. But since there's a bottom to oil, like there's a certain supply and demand that sets the price at a certain point, it makes sense that they do speculation to drive the price of oil higher so they can make up the difference. That's their profit. And in fact, another report shows that every month we're adding $10 billion on top of the amount of money we would have normally paid for gas. We're paying $10 billion extra. That goes to pure speculation. So the real reason our oil prices are higher is because of oil speculators dominating the oil market. It has nothing to do with supply and demand, and it certainly has nothing to do with President Obama's administration trying to do some devious plot about, make sure you drive the prices of gas higher so that we can go to green energy. Right now, Obama administration is desperately trying to drive the price of gas lower, not higher, because they'd like to win re-election. It's amazing the degree to which conservatives go on television and are either absolutely ignorant of the facts or lie on purpose on a regular basis.